Before assembling the machine, please organize all the parts. We have prepared all necessary fasteners, and each step is accompanied by a diagram showing the parts. For machine installation, simply follow the steps below to assemble the machine quickly. Step 1. Connect the front main frame assembly and the rear main frame assembly using the lower connecting pipe assembly, secured with fasteners, bolts, spring washers, flat washers, and lock nuts. Attach the rotating connection frame weldment to lock the front main frame assembly and the rear main frame assembly using fasteners, bolts, spring washers, flat washers, and lock nuts. Step 2. Using the appropriate hex key, loosen the set screws of the cushion plate assembly. Slide the slide rod downward, keeping the lower end stationary, and remove the pre-assembled counterweight head assembly from the front main frame. Open the counterweight box and sequentially load the counterweight blocks assembly and counterweight head assembly from bottom to top based on their weight. Slide the fixed sleeve onto the slide rod, ensuring it stays in place. Position it against the horizontal tube of the front main frame. Use the appropriate hex key to tighten the set screws of the cushion plate assembly. Align the keyhole at one end of the counterweight pin with the middle position above the counterweight head assembly and insert the other end into the central hole of any counterweight block. Step 3. Assemble the cam disc fixed weldment onto the rotating connection frame weldment. Attach the rotating frame to the cam disc fixed weldment, securing it with the aluminum alloy end cap, spring washers, and bolts. Assemble the swing pipe weldment and bearing retaining ring onto the cam disc fixed weldment, securing them with the bearing end cap, spring washers, and bolts. All fasteners are located on the cam disc fixed weldment. Step 4. Remove the right baffle. According to the diagram, thread the wire rope through the 95 pulley assembly, 117 pulley assembly, and 495 pulley assembly. Secure one end of the wire rope in the right clamping block and connect the other end to the weight adjustment rod, 60 kilograms, using a bolt cap and rubber plug, tightening it in place. The tightness of the wire rope can be adjusted by modifying the depth of the locking thread. Finally, reinstall the right baffle. Assemble the rotating handle assembly and bearing retaining ring onto the swing pipe weldment, securing them with the aluminum alloy end cap, spring washers, and bolts. Fasteners are located on the swing pipe weldment. Step 5. Assemble the rear baffle plate and front baffle plate onto the front main frame assembly, securing them with bolts. Attach the water bottle holder to the front main frame assembly using bolts, spring washers, and flat washers. Fasteners are located on the front main frame. Step 6. Attach the elbow pad assembly to the seat frame assembly using bolts, spring washers, and flat washers. Attach the seat pad assembly to the seat frame assembly using bolts, spring washers, and flat washers. Inspect and tighten all screws. Assembly is complete. Monthly. Inspect and retighten all assembly bolts. Shake the product. If wobbling occurs, adjust the position or footpad height. Weekly. Check all rotating parts for smooth operation and noise. Ensure the steel wire rope is taut and the counterweight is not suspended when stationary. Check the functionality of the pin assembly and tighten it. Apply silicone oil to the slide rod and bearing rotating parts. Ensure all functions of the product are working properly during normal use. Daily. Inspect the steel wire rope, pulleys, counterweights, and other stress components for wear, damage, or derailment. Inspect the surface for peeling paint, leather aging, softening, label detachment, surface damage, etc., and replace as needed. Wipe the product surface with pledge. Remove the rear baffle and the right baffle. Lift the counterweight and secure it with a pin. Remove the wire rope bolt cap and rubber plug from the limiting block and the slotted bolt. Take the wire rope out from the turntable of the gantry frame, winding it around the pulleys. Pick up a new wire rope and start assembling it along the pulleys from the gantry frame. Finally, secure one end of the wire rope in the clamping block on the turntable of the rotating connection frame and connect the other end to the counterweight head assembly. At the counterweight head assembly, first insert the steel wire rope into the screw cap and rubber plug, then fit it into the groove of the slotted bolt. Use the screw cap to secure the steel wire rope and adjust its tension by modifying the depth of the slotted bolt. Finally, tighten the 2M12 nuts on the counterweight adjustment rod. Reinstall the right baffle, lower the counterweight, and finally assemble the rear baffle.